Okay, lawn fans, you ready? July the 16th, 12 o'clock on the dot. Sun's out, guns out. Bam. Look at that, baby. Look at that. Would you look at that? PGR on Monday. Today's Thursday. I had an iron application in with the PGR. And then yesterday I put some feature down. Look at that. Woo. That baby's tight. And you know what? I'm not playing games by showing you shadows and making it look like it's striping better than it is. I'm showing you every angle of my lawn. Look at that. Let's go over here to the putting green. Then I'm gonna take you for a walk down the road. I wished I'd have done a before picture of my buddy's yard. Here's a look at the putting green. I just don't know. Over here is too much shadow. Over there is a ton of sand. And I think these crepe myrtles give it too much shade in the afternoon. You can almost see where those leaves are, the outline in the lawn. As the day gets longer or gets on more, it doesn't give it enough sun. But there she is, right there. Looking beautiful, filling in. I probably will put another level of sand down on that. I water it. I try to water it every day when possible, but there's that. Now, so my buddy down here, he's got a Zoysia. I can't tell you what specific species of Zoysia it is, but I came down here one day he accidentally was killing some moles, ended up burning his yard. And that was early spring, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna come down here and mess with this every now and then when I have a chance to. Well, I didn't have a chance to for, I don't know, a month and a half. But one day I noticed that it was covered in fungus. Now, those of you that have Zoysia know, Zoysia is very prone to funguses. Well, I came through with my scarifier, and I took off maybe 8 bags of just trash that was in his lawn. It was very spongy. And I sprayed this thing for fungus, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 different applications before I finally eliminated the fungus in his lawn. Then I came in here and I put out that 2704. Then I came in and I put down some, I hate to say brands on my channel, but I'll just say Roundup Milorganite to give it some organic material to put into his soil. He had some pretty good bare spots. But look at this now. Look at that. If I had a before shot, you guys wouldn't, I'd have your minds blown. And again, I'm gonna show you every angle so it doesn't look like I'm just showing from one angle and trying to trick you guys. Look at that right there. This is a showpiece yard now. Look at that. So, he does have some problems with moles. And as a matter of fact, I had some come in to my yard in between mine and that neighbor's yard. That's the yard in between these two. This area right here is where they're coming from. There is a massive mole den down in here somewhere. And so all the scouts are coming out here into his lawn, and you can see they get out into this area right here, just outside of his landscaping area. This is nice, fertile soil, shaded. They can find grubs and worms and everything in this landscaping area, so they love it. It's the perfect environment for them. So what the scouts are doing is they're like, hey, look, we found some good food in this area. We're gonna come out here and see if there's any more. So they're tunneling out here into his yard. And if you look, right here is a collapsed tunnel right there, okay? So what I'm going to do, there are different type of things that you can do to treat for moles. The moles are after grubs and worms. The grubs themselves, you could go out and buy you a bag of ortho or trazmine or some type of spectricide brand chemical and put it out here, but that only gets the top layer of the soil. The grubs are down lower, and that's where the moles are going. So what I'm gonna do is just plain old simple Grub-X. There's another chemical, well, there's a chemical in that, and I can't pronounce it. It starts with an I am something. But anyways, if you Google what kills grubs, it will show you. And I'm gonna put a heavy dose down all in this area, okay? Then it has to be watered in thoroughly. You just can't put it out and leave it out and think it's gonna work. It has to be able to soak down into the soil. So that den that's out here somewhere, hopefully they'll say there's no more food source out here. We've got to move on and go somewhere else. They've come in because back here, there is a subdivision being built and they've taken out all the wood. So all the creatures that were out there are moving forward to this area because they don't want to be around heavy machinery and the ground vibrating and lost food sources. So they're coming to this more fertile soil. They like it because look at all these pine all these pine bark chips and mulch. That creates a nice environment because the insects like that. They'll move around in there and then the moles come after the insects. So Grobex, I'm gonna put it in, I'm gonna water it in good. I had to do that between my yard and my neighbor's yard too. Had 2 tunnels show up from the scouts. But the purpose of this is just to show you their lawn and how good it looks. That's all I got. Bermuda Brian, out.